Okay guys, this is another step into this build. I'm going to be making this into a couple of videos. It's going to be, the first one's going to be very long, and this is the continuation of the last one. So I'll do parts 1 and parts 2 of this, so you can learn how to put your items into a faux rezzer. Now I have both a Casper bin, the free version, as well as the one from LishaJoya. The one I'm going to be packaging my item in is going to be from LishaJoya. Okay, LishaJoya is actually one of my friends on one of my older accounts. And I realized there's one more error with my item, so I'm going to click Edit Linked. And then I'm actually going to have to unlink this piece. Okay, and then I'm going to have to just highlight that one and then build link, and then just delete this one piece, because I'm going to make this into something else, or like a staff panel or whatever. Alright, now you get your remote, which is your faux package right here. This is where you're going to have to do this right here. You have this out. You can call it, I'm going to call it It's Time Auction House 2. But I'm going to put my name, of course, because I created it. LJH Designs. I'm going to put in quotations. It's Time Auction House. And then there. When you are packaging your item, you should have your items or a label. This is why you label your items. Now, you can do it in the middle of your build, but in this case, I like to do it exactly where I had the last remote. And you need to put the remote here first, and you need to position it first before you do anything else to this first. And I like to make my faux rezzers a bit bigger than normal, because they have a bigger reach when they're as big as this. However, it's not really necessary, but I'm going to put my faux rezzer about here. And I'm going to color it as well. I'm going to try to get it in the middle as possible, because much as the middle as possible, the better. Alright, now here I'm going to go in the texture tab. I'm going to go to Edit Linked, click off onto another prim, and then go back. I am actually going to go in and actually color these guys. I'm going to label them orange, and I'm going to color this one orange as well. And then I'm going to do a Halloween type theme, and do black. Okay. And I think about making no transparency on those front pieces, just like so. Now I could put my logo on there if I wanted to. I could change the faux rezzer from saying faux rezzer to saying LJH Designs or whatever, whatnot, but you guys won't be able to see it otherwise. So with that being said, ta-da! Okay. Now I'm going to right click on this guy again, so get back into edit mode, highlight him. He's 9 prim, so guess what I'm going to do to him? I'm going to go in features, and I'm going to do convex hull. He's going to go from 9 to 5. So automatically you've already reduced your primage as well for your clients as well, for your faux rezzers. Now, the key with faux rezzers is that you have the remote, which is the one that you package your item in. Although why I moved that, I had it perfectly the first time. Okay. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because wherever you put your faux rezzer remote at, this thing, this is where your pieces go into. Okay, first you got to put the scripts into it so it talks to the remote, kind of like a telephone and receiver type thing. So you have this faux rezzer remote. Okay, you want the positioner. You just drop it in, and then you'll see something in local chat. At least you should. Let's fix that so I can show you. Communications. Alright, now you're going to see all my stuff. Now you see that this has the faux rezzer positioner. Alright, I'm going to delete this so you can see it for yourself because I had my other settings off. Now I'm going to try it again. Now you're going to see something in local chat that says auction house floor, position and rotation recorded successfully. See, if you don't label this what it is, you won't know if you got all the pieces or not. So I'm going to do the floor first and then the sides. Okay, so you're gonna watch me do this. And yes, I stay in edit mode and I do these painfully one at a time. Main wall 2, select this one over here. So we did the wall, we did the floor. So hey, we got the shell of it, at least. Okay, so if we were to res this out, you would just see just the walls. You wouldn't see anything else. Now this is going to be the tricky part because you have numbers and then you've got the panel lights as well. So you have to keep in mind of what you're doing. Now watch this in local chat, like on the bottom. Panel lights 1, position and rotation recorded successfully. But now we have to somehow go behind here. Click on the grouping. This is why we linked all those numbers together. And then we go into our build tools and we drop the faux rezzer positioner there. And now we go into these panel slats right here. Put the positioner there. And it says wood panel dividers 1. And now we're going to go into this one right here, which is the next set, which is here. The wood display. So now we got this whole wall done. Okay? So now the other part's going to be tricky is all the letters, all the panel displays. So we kind of do them one at a time. This is why I like to go in Control-Alt-T so I can highlight select parts. Panel lights 1. And apparently I linked them already. So I saved myself the trouble. So now I have to go back in. Somehow go behind the letters. This is why I linked them all in one sitting. See, panel numbers 2, so we know I'm there. So I did the lights, I did the panels, now I gotta do each of these slats here. 2A, right? And then 2A on the display. Now we're gonna do the wood slats here. 2B. And then we're going to do the wood slat here to be here. And that should be done with this section of the wall. Now we have approximately 4 pieces here to finish here. And then I'll show you the other parts. Alright, now we're going to do the lights. then I have the numbers. You're seeing everything in here, and you see the slats or the dividers. See, I have 2 sets. See, if you end up messing up, just delete it, and then going back here, it will undo it. So dividers 3, get out of edit mode, and then go back right in and put the positioner back in. See, now it says would display 3, so now you know what you're doing. Making sure everything's labeled and appropriate. Okay, so 3 and 3, so 1, 2, 3. So everything should be automatically done. So guess what you're going to have to do? You can, if you have enough prims, you can select the entire thing, unselect the item, which I have plenty of prim here, unselect the item, shift and drag, this would be, the top one would be your backup, okay? And you just, you know, take it coalesced into your inventory. And then I would recommend, just so you have a backup, and so what you do is highlight this, more, take copy, more, each piece, take copy. So I'm going to do the walls first and the floor. More, take copy. And you know what? I forgot to put the res fox in there. So you can see, this is why it always helps to go back in and just double check everything. See, main auction house floor. See, it always helps us to double check stuff if you even have your scripts. I don't even have the script in there. So we've got to start all over. See, this is why you double check everything. And you go and delete this because it's going to go into your inventory. So now we go back into the res fox section with the script that goes into it. Okay, res fox positioner. This is why it helps to check your stuff. Okay, making sure. Oh, don't tell me I grabbed the wrong copy. Oh yes, I grabbed the wrong copy. I should have been able to copy it, but oh well. See, now you guys know the woes of building. So now I gotta put my original one back and re-put it back in. Lovely! This is why you do what you do. Keep yourself in edit mode when you re-res it back. And then you can kind of like line it up appropriately, kind of exactly how you had it before. So don't get discouraged if you end up making this mistake. This is the first time I've done this in a very long time. Alright, I'm gonna put the remote back up here. Alright, let's just double check this again, because I made a mistake. And I know it's not the first time I've done it, and it probably won't be the last time I've done this, so. Alright, so the floor has it, everything has it. Okay, let's try this again. Now, to more, take the copy of the floor. Now more, take copy of the wall. More, take copy of the wall. Now we're doing the walls and the floor first. Take copy. See how it's changed in my inventory? It says auction house, main wall, wall 1, wall 2. It's all labeled. You can't go back in and edit them in your inventory now. You can't even rename them. Okay? That's why you name them when you're doing this. Okay? So, doing one wall at a time. Keep myself semi-organized. This is going to be really difficult because of the positioning of it. More. Take copy. So I did the lights and the numbers. Take copy, and it's now doing this. Take copy. See how everything is coming in? Wood display 1, dividers 1, number set 1, panel lights 1. So you keep everything really organized as much as possible. Okay? Now we repeat and rinse the same process. So more, take copy. Now we go back in with the letters too. Go back in with the easiest one to select. More, take copy. Now we have to do 2 different slats. So more, take copy. More, take copy. More, take copy. More, take copy. Okay, so now you've got the panel 2B, 2B, 2A, 2A, 2 and 2. So like I said, you're keeping yourself organized as much as possible when you're doing a build like this. It's very important to label your items. Very important. More, take copy. It's very, 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 very important to label your items. Even if you don't do this. See panel lights 3, numbers, and even if you misspell it, you know what it is. So now more, take copy, the dividers, and last but not least, the actual wood display. Okay. Now what you do is when you go into your remote itself, go into edit mode, and you're going to highlight all the items that you put in, and you're going to put them all in. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 pieces to this. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take a copy of the remote. And I have enough prims to do so. So I'm going to go to 802 meters. Oh, 802 meters. And I did 80 meters. Oh, lovely, huh? Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and put the Fox rezzer right here. See how you labeled the remote here? All right. Now we're going to res this, and we're going to double check for any errors if we might have missed something. Okay. Now don't get alarmed if you don't. It doesn't like put up the way you want it. Alright. Now we're going to highlight this because remember you're not seeing everything. So Control Alt T to make sure all those panel pieces are there. And it is complete. So if you end up missing something or if you have anything extra, you know, you can go right on ahead and take it out. What you do is you delete it out of the auction house, and you delete the script out of the piece. Say for example, I have an error in my floor. I would delete the Fox rezzer positioner out of here, and then I would go in and then retexture it, and then re-put the script back in, and then retake a copy of that floor exactly, and then put it back in the Fox rezzer remote itself. So that is how you do that. I'll do another tutorial like this later on down the road, but then here you go, and you can derez. Voila! Voila. Alright, so let's see how many prims we went down. We have 277 prim, and don't forget we changed the Fox rezzer from a 9 to 5 prims now. So now we're going to click res. I want to see how many prims this is now. After it's fully loaded, the trick is to click off on another prim and then click on it again. 187 prim. So let's do a calculator. CALC 277 minus 184, and we are at 93 prim. So I went from being 198 prim to 93 prim. So I shaved 105 prim off of my build because I went and fixed everything. And we're going to go to Control-Alt-T, and we're de-rezzing this. So I hope you liked this tutorial. Part 2. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, poke, annoy, IM me. IMs get capped. If you want any help with your builds, don't be afraid to shoot me an IM if I'm not terribly too busy with everything I gotta do. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Polite IMs are requested, and leave a comment below. Alright. Oh boy.